In the early 2000s, a Russian scientist named Dr. Igor Smirnov conducted a series of experiments that aimed to explore the concept of human consciousness. The experiments, which were widely considered to be controversial and even bizarre, involved the use of subliminal audio messages and hypnosis to manipulate the thoughts and behaviors of test subjects. The experiments were conducted at the Institute of Psychocorrection in Moscow and involved the technique known as psychotronic influence. This technique involved the use of subliminal audio messages, which were played at a frequency that was below the threshold of conscious perception, to influence the thoughts and behaviors of test subjects. According to Dr. Smirnov, the experiments were successful in altering the behavior of test subjects in a number of ways. For example, subjects who were exposed to subliminal messages promoting feelings of love and compassion were more likely to exhibit those emotions, while subjects exposed to messages promoting aggression were more likely to display aggressive behavior. Critics of the experiments, however, have raised a number of concerns. Some have argued that the experiments were unethical, that the subjects were not fully informed about the nature of the study and may not have consented to participate. Others have questioned the validity of the results, arguing that the effects observed may have been due to placebo or other psychological factors. Despite the controversy surrounding the experiments, Dr. Smirnov continued to conduct research in this area and published several books on the topic of psychotronic influence. However, his work has yet to be widely accepted or replicated by the scientific community. It's important to note that this experiment has not been peer-reviewed, and the scientific community has expressed skepticism about the validity of the research. Additionally, the use of hypnosis and subliminal messaging in experiments raises ethical concerns. In addition to the concerns about the ethics and validity of the experiments, some experts have also raised concerns about the potential dangers of psychotronic influence. They argue that if the technique were to be used in an unethical or malicious manner, it could be used to manipulate individuals or groups for nefarious purposes. Additionally, Dr. Smirnov's techniques were controversial. Some experts in the field of hypnosis and neuro-linguistic programming, NLP, have criticized the methods and techniques used in Dr. Smirnov's experiments, stating that they are not scientifically sound and do not align with the established practices of these fields. The Russian government, however, interested in Dr. Smirnov's work and has reportedly invested significant resources into the study of psychotronic influence. Some experts speculate that the government may be exploring the potential use of psychotronic influence in military and intelligence operations. In conclusion, while Dr. Smirnov's experiments on human consciousness have generated a great deal of interest, they remain controversial and have been met with skepticism by the scientific community. The use of subliminal messaging and hypnosis to influence human behavior raises serious ethical concerns, and the potential dangers of psychotronic influence are not fully understood. It's important to approach such experiments with caution and skepticism, and to ensure that the rights and welfare of test subjects are protected at all times.